Audit processes are a formal evaluation mechanism for ensuring that a company's products, services, and operations meet the established quality standards. They are designed to check compliance and identify areas for improvement, making them a cornerstone of continuous quality enhancement. In the context of quality assurance, an audit is a systematic, independent, and documented process for obtaining and evaluating evidence objectively to determine the extent to which the audit criteria are fulfilled. This evidence is gathered through methods such as observations, interviews, and reviews of relevant documentation. The first step in the audit process is planning. This involves defining the audit scope, objectives, and criteria. The scope determines what will be audited, the objectives set out what the audit aims to achieve, and the criteria are the standards against which the audit will assess compliance. Managers must be clear on these elements as they directly influence the depth and focus of the audit. Once the planning is complete, the next step is to conduct the audit. This stage involves the actual collection of evidence. Auditors, who should be independent of the audited area to ensure objectivity, will typically use various techniques to gather information. This could include observing processes in action, interviewing personnel to understand how procedures are implemented, and examining documents to verify that processes are carried out as documented. After collecting evidence, an analysis follows. During this phase, auditors evaluate the data to determine whether the audited area complies with the set criteria. They identify any deviations or shortcomings and assess the adequacy of the internal controls. This phase forms the basis for the audit conclusions and the subsequent recommendations for improvement. The next stage is reporting the findings. The audit report should provide a clear and concise summary of the evidence collected and the conclusions drawn from it. It should also include any nonconformities or gaps identified during the audit and offer practical recommendations for addressing any issues. This report is a valuable document for management as it objectively assesses the effectiveness of the quality assurance practices in place. The final step in the audit process is follow-up. This involves verifying that any nonconformities identified during the audit have been addressed and that corrective actions have been implemented effectively. The follow-up ensures that the recommendations made in the audit report have been taken seriously and that continuous improvement is being pursued. Effective audit processes require a clear understanding of the goals and a structured approach to achieving them. Auditors need to be trained in the company's specific standards and procedures and the principles of auditing. This includes understanding how to conduct audits impartially, competently, and consistently. Managers must be actively involved in the audit process. They should ensure that their teams understand the importance of audits and encourage a culture where quality improvements are valued. Managers should also use audit outcomes to make informed decisions about where to focus resources to improve quality. Audit processes are essential in the quality assurance framework, assuring that quality standards are met and maintained. Companies can regularly review these processes to ensure they remain compliant, competitive, and aligned with best practices. Audits also foster a culture of continuous improvement and accountability, essential components for any organization committed to quality excellence. Such practices empower managers to lead their teams more effectively and make informed decisions based on audit findings. By embracing these processes, organizations can improve their products and services and enhance their operational procedures, leading to better business outcomes.